You're listening to Hayes Radio Network, Cannabis Lifestyle Radio.
What's up, everybody? I'm Sarah Tokes. Welcome back to another episode of Terp Talk. This week's guest, we have DestoDubb. Of course, we got my co-host, SkiMoscato.
What's up?
And you already know this episode is brought to you by Persepolis Brands and the Compassion Co. You can find them in your SoCal dispensaries. So, Desto, let's get in on a little background on yourself, kind of how you got into the industry and where you're at right now.
Yes, sir, Ski. My name is DestoDubb. I've been in the industry since I was 13. But no, just being young, growing up in Watts, everybody, always into flashy things when you don't grow up having flashy things or nice things. So that's what always caught my eye. And then first chance I got, I got a little crew together, started hanging out. We made us a little clique. Them guys blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Their name Overdose. It was this group called Overdose. They blew the fuck up. And then ever since then, I was like, man, I got to do this for myself. And from that day forward, I started my marathon.
That's awesome. So what made you choose cannabis or getting into weed?
Well, me, myself, I never liked school. So, I like school, the people part, and, the network and all that. But the actual, working and doing all that, I didn't. So, I was always interested in doing things that didn't involve school, I always was, looking at self-made, people who did things without having to have an education of school. Your education is what you learned from your hands or seeing.
Yeah, of course.
And with that being said, I tried tattoos. I did that, conquered that. I tried clothes, I did that, I conquered that. All while doing all of these things, I smoked weed. You know what I mean? I always smoked weed the whole time. So after I built myself up as a brand, that's when I started getting more into the cannabis end of things. And then once I got into it, you have a few hookups with good cannabis, bad cannabis. Not meaning just being strong or not being strong, just you want good, clean weed. You know what I mean? So after a few fails and keep on going, it just got real good, and I'm at where I'm at right now.
So how is the business right now going for you?
Right now, it's pretty good, and I could see it having a lot more potential. But as far as right now, it's lovely. I love the fuck out of it.
Did the corona have any effect on it, or?
The corona, it kind of just separated the boy from the men. Because with the corona being around, it's all of the boys stayed in the house and was scared, and all of the men kind of went out and did what they had to do to provide, and it was it kind of singled out, and you really didn't have no competition. So what the corona did for me and my weed brand, within it's been a month now?
Yeah, it's been about 6 weeks.
With 6 weeks with the corona and my brand, I've done more than people done in 2-3 years. No cap. I done more than most people brands in 2 or 3 years within 6 weeks. I have a lighter.
I don't think I have a lighter up here. How do you feel like you did more than all those brands? Was it your marketing, dropping new products?
My marketing, my network, the route I took, A lot of people try to go straight for the cheaper route when it comes to cannabis.
Yeah.
And I jumped right out. I didn't even go no cheaper route. It never was no cheaper route. Me being a consumer myself, I smoke a certain type of brand. So I feel why all of these years and stuff, people were trying to get their brand right. All of these years, I was building relationships with people who already had the right brands. You know what I mean? And where I kind of jumped ahead was, I have a clothing line that's already right here. You feel me? All of these weed companies, they want to have clothing lines.
Yeah.
They want to have successful clothing lines. If you have a weed company right now, you're like, man, I wish I could have a clothing line that bring in a lot of bread, because you hear about, cookies, they make so much money off of their clothes. They make as much money off the clothes as they do off of the strands, So first thing I did was I did a collab with my boy LB from Runts. And then once I did that collab with him on the clothing line, and it wasn't even no weed involved, we just did a clothing line because he always fucked with me. I always supported his company. We did a clothing line, and once we did that clothing line, it kind of just made the demand for my own strand super duper high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And what is that strain that you came out with?
Gelato. That's an awful lot of gelato. I'm a gelato smoker. I love anything mixed with it. I love crosses of it. 33, 41. I even tasted a 47 before. I love all of it. So like I already had like the idea for it. You know what I mean? I just didn't have with doing the collab with him. It made the demand for it high to where I had to go out and do it.
Yeah.
Like the demand was so high. Like, okay, put it like this. We did a pop-up. My hoodies I make on my clothing line are all limited. So we probably only made like 200 of them. But since they were so limited and the demand for the hoodie was so high, we charged 200 a hoodie at the pop-up.
Oh, wow.
We had shirts. We sold out of hoodies. And every person that bought a hoodie was asking for the strand.
Damn.
So it's like, after that, I'm like, if you're coming here to spend $200 on a hoodie, it's like you're not tripping about paying for weed. So I didn't have to go through, like, finding customers and all that. The customers were begging me to start it.
Yeah.
And then after that, I kind of linked with, like, I don't know, it seemed like this shit is all planned out together for itself. Like, because then after that, my roommate had a buddy up north who was, like, a great grower. And it's just, like, right around that time, he was like, hey, Dubb, I got a strand I'm working on. I think you'll like it. It'll fit you. I've been working on it. And I'm like, I tried it. And I was like, bruh, this is like crazy. This is what I've been looking for.
Yeah. And that's your Gelato?
Gelato, yeah. Like, he was like, bruh, like, you can have this. You feel me? This could be you. You know, I want to help you. So it's like, I got the demand. I got the strand now.
Yeah. And now you just need to build the brand.
Now it's time to build a brand. But I have a clothing line, so I already have designers. I already had bags. I already had everything built up. I already had designs. I already had a market. You know, I had everything. I just didn't have the strand or the demand. So once the demand came and the strand, and then I think a week before the corona hit, I dropped it.
Oh,
and then a week before the corona hit,
Yeah.
I dropped it. Sold out one day.
Your weed.
One day. It seemed like one day I sold out. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I'm used to selling out clothes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not weed. That's just
weed.
crazy.
Shit sold out in one day. So then after that, I was like, okay, this shit is crazy. You feel me? But I'm thinking like it might have just sold out because like I dropped a hoodie that day. Everybody that came to buy a hoodie bought some weed, and then they came back and bought some more weed. You feel me? So the first day it sold out, I was like, cool. So then I didn't even have an Instagram for it. So then like the next time I got a new batch in, which was like a week later, I got another batch in. I did like a deal. You know, I was telling you like it's about buying good weed and bad weed.
Yeah.
I bought some bad weed. So I'm like, fuck. Like I took this L with buying this weed. I shouldn't have never bought it. Cool. You know what I'm gonna do? Every person that buy a seventh or whatever the amount, you'll get a free eighth from me.
Of that bad weed.
But it wasn't
Or
bad.
not,
It's
like,
just
bad
I'm a
weed. It's
real
just-
smoker.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't like these little fruit punches and cherry punches and all that shit, you know?
You don't like the
Punches.
fruity stuff. You want the more like pungent and
I like-
earthy
yeah.
kind of smelling.
No, I like
weed.
the
like the
smoothness, the
OGs.
takes, not the OGs.
You
The one
that
that's more like
ether?
the creamy,
yeah,
like
you know, like strong
the-
had pressure.
the
This
like
wasn't
that
pressure.
ether.
This had taste, but it didn't have that pressure.
Right, Dubb? You say you like your favorite strains like ether?
Yeah, ether.
How about that?
And I've been fucking with like Sosa strand, gross. This is gross. Shit's crazy. You know, but I love white runs also too. Those are like my favorite ones.
That's
but-
crazy.
So, yeah, I gave out the free weed and instantly I think I did a post because I'm a marketing genius. I'm
Yeah.
a marketing genius. I did a post.
He is marketing.
Okay, look. On my main page, who wants free weed? Follow at That's an Awful Lot of Gelato. Boom. Once I did that, I have 100,000 followers. I said free weed, they started following
Boom, boom,
fast.
boom,
Like,
boom.
you say free weed, I'm giving y'all points. Say some free weed shit, they are going to go crazy. And then when they got there, it wasn't free. It was like, look, you buy this, you get a free eighth. So it's like, hold on. This the same dude that be with LB. I know he got gas because everybody that's with Runts got gas. And
You know
then,
it.
hold on, this the clothing line dude, so that be with all the rappers.
Stop playing.
And he got some good weed. Oh yeah, it was just a combination and shit went crazy.
And now people are
People just connect the
getting on
dots.
the gelato.
Yeah, at this point, like I got so much shit. Like I got four or five different like just like delivery people that's carrying it, and you gotta understand, like you like 4 or 5. That's not like, bro. This shit started a week ago, like not even a week ago, a month ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So within a month, I'm already got distribution of my shit. It's already out there. The demand is high. It's just crazy.
Do you have any plans for maybe working with a maybe a licensed brand and like doing something like that more on the
Like-
recreational market as well?
It's so crazy because, like a couple of days ago, I went and visited some of my friends, and I don't even be knowing this. Like when our friends, he like, yeah, bro, you know, your shit is buzzing right now. If you want, like, I could help you get it inside the cookie store.
What?
And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
Crazy.
fuck? Like, hell no. Like you know how long it takes some people to get to that level?
Yeah. Like I work with a lot of cannabis brands, so like there's certain brands, I'm not even gonna drop their names, that have been trying to get in cookies for years, and it's like they see cookies at trade shows, they'll offer like 1 gram concentrates for $3.50, and they still don't get into cookies. That's just one of
Yeah.
those shops. It's like getting into like Nordstrom's or Macy's or like what's that spot? Kith over in
Yeah,
West
yeah.
Hollywood.
It's like
Like
trying to get your clothing line inside one of these major
Yeah.
places.
That's crazy.
that's
And
crazy.
like when he's there, they like, bro, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep going. I'm ready whenever you are. But I'm like, I just don't want to jump the gun. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you
I
jumped too
do,
early.
but like I kind of want to like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, too
like it's
early.
only a month. You know what I mean? If my shit is already there, it's gonna roll.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Just stay a national brand kind of as long as you can until like
'cause
kind
that's
of
what I like to do. Like even with my like, I'm kind of using the same thing I did with my clothing line. I can have my clothing line in stores. I can have my clothing line in different places, but it kind of takes away from it because it's like something that everybody can't get.
and then everyone's gonna
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, Desto sold out."
Yeah,
What?
like, hold on. Oh, everybody-
Desto's
I
at
was
every
smoking-
shop.
I was smoking that before he would have had it out. So I'm like, I don't even want to like try to like, you know, I want to climb. I like to enjoy the ride. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't want a lot. I don't want handouts. I want to like kind of get there. You know what I mean? I want to go through the losses, go through the trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? I don't
You
want
have to, because that's what kind of like makes you you, and that's what builds a brand. You can't just like become a superstar or like a #1 brand overnight by like buying followers or doing whatever people do, because like it's not authentic.
Yeah.
People don't see like the struggle and like the heart and the passion that goes into a lot of these brands that are being built.
Yeah. So
you
like,
know?
it's gonna be coming soon. Don't worry, you're gonna have it in a local dispensary. But it's like right now, I'm just enjoying this shit, just having fun with it.
Yeah.
You know what I
See the
mean?
money coming in.
Like checking out different strands that I want to call my own. Like that shit is beautiful. Like going to these
Would
people.
you do any of your own crosses? Like,
Yeah, like cross one of mine with another one of mine
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, and another thing I'm waiting on, like since I have my strand now and everything, I kind of like want to like get to a point where like I have like because the grower that I have, he's kind of far.
okay.
So I got to get it to where you like, look, let me grow that over here closer to me at this space, but I still love you. You know what I mean? And I want to get some more going so I can just, you know, I want everything to be boom bow, not boom bow bow. I want to go through all that. So it's starting to work out. It's just a slow process, but it just boomed overnight to where like I'm like, damn, like right now I'm missing out on shit. I'm like, no, like my phone
Yeah.
is going crazy. Like where you at? I'm here. People are sending me pictures. I'm like, chill, bro. Wait.
You're like, chill, I'm at Terp Talk.
Yeah, I'm at Terp Talk right now.
You already know the vibe. So do you have like a preference of like a growing method, more like indoor, greenhouse?
Indoor.
all the
indoor,
way, all the
indoor.
time. Like,
How do you feel about the other?
It's cool, but I just don't like it. Don't. How can I put this? It's like the other ways are fire. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's all everything is fire. The way you do it, they do it. But it's just my preference of things. It has to be done that
Yeah.
way. The way I like my pressure. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, how you like your car wash? Like, okay, like I can wash it in the front yard, but how I like my shit clean, you got to go to a detail. I need Armor All. I need motherfucking shampoo. I need air freshener. That natural shit ain't just gonna work for what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need you to tweak that motherfucker up a little bit.
I feel you on that. So how did you kind of like find your niche when it comes to like doing what you do and like where you're at right now? Does that make sense?
I feel like it's just like my life kind of built me for this. You know, like going through everything that I've like I done been at every angle of a table. I done sat at the king chair. I done sat at the help chair. I done sat at the every chair. I done been at the table. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like I know things that most people never know because they never stepped out of that. You know, like I'm steadily climbing. So I done been like right here with the people. Even if we put it in weed time, I done been with the people that only can afford this type of weed. I done been with the people that roll joints. I done been with the people that smoke bongs. You got to be with all those type of people to be good at, if we talking marijuana, to be good at marijuana. You can't just be with the rappers that smoke backwoods and think you know everything. No,
Yeah.
You got to be with every last one of them. So even if we take it out of marijuana, clothes, I done been the dude that can't afford the high price shit. I done been the dude that couldn't afford the high price shit and I had to make my shit look like the high price shit. I done been the dude that got hand-me-downs and had to still make it look new. I done been at every angle of fashion.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm killing it at fashion. You know what I mean? When it come to music, I done been at every angle except the top. I done been like on tour as the friend. I done been on tour with the management, helping out the management. I done been on tour with the tour manager, helping him out. I done not been on tour. I done been in the crowd watching people while they on tour. I done been at home on Instagram watching. So I'm being in every angle of everything I do is what's make me great at it. And it's like, you don't think about that while you going through shit. Like you like, man, I wish that everybody was playing my music. I done been like at that angle. So like I know the people that's not listening and the people that are listening.
Yeah.
You know, some people just always being up here, so you only can relate to these people. I done been all through all of this. Mm-hmm. I done been with the grower. I done been with the nigga smoking the shit. I done been with the nigga that's cleaning out the fucking room after the first. Like I done been at every angle, so that's why I'm good at what I do.
Yeah, so you have a more of like a full understanding of like the whole business and the plant and all that stuff.
I done been with the owners while they building it up. I done been with the owners while they moving on. You know, when they took losses, I done seen them take losses. I done probably took losses with them. People don't understand that. Everybody just want to ask somebody and figure some shit out, watch some shit. No, you got to go through the mud if you want to be good at it. You know what I mean? Or when you doing something, you gonna go through it and you got to get used to it. But like, it's not gonna all be lovely, and if you don't want it to all be lovely, anything you do not want that shit to be all be good. It's like the longer you go through the bad shit, it's gonna get good and it's gonna stay good.
Yeah.
But if it's good right now, as soon as it hit bad, you're gonna be straight, or it's gonna be devastating, you're gonna quit. But if you so used to the bad, when something bad happens, you're gonna be like, oh, that's just a part of the game.
Yeah.
And keep going.
Yeah, that's what's up. That you have that mindset for everything.
All mentality. Think about it.
Or some people get like a flat or they tired, be like, man, why me? Yeah. I get a flat, I already got a can of fucking fix a flat in the car because I'm used to this.
Yeah.
You just gotta do what you gotta do.
Expect that shit to happen.
You know what I mean? Nothing surprises me at all. And when it happens, I kind of love it, good or bad.
That's awesome. So, do you have any like specific growers or any favorite growers that you work with? Or
so look, this is my boy James. My boy James is my favorite. He's up in the Bay. Oh my God, he's so hilarious. Cause you gotta understand, like, okay, I fuck with white people. You know what I mean? I fuck with white people.
Like the white people?
Like, no, not white people, but like white people. And like me, my best friend is white, but he from the Bay, so he like black white.
Oh my God.
He don't say the nigga word, but
yeah.
So, you know, he be like, bro, like, you know, it's funny. So he got a homie that's up in the Bay, and he's like the same way, you know, like he's hilarious. And that's James, he the grower. He be like, this right here, this that James Ronald right here. You ain't gonna get none of this nowhere else. You gotta go right here to get this, man. I'm telling you, it's killing everything on the market, boy. I'm like, this nigga is hilarious, but he not playing.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just gotta step in shit to know where not to walk. You know? I'm like, James is comedy, but he my favorite grower. And then, you know, like, okay, so that's really him, and I got another, my homie Mike, Nexus Cannabis. He got some shit going too, you know. But he like one of them people who like, he gotta wait till it's A1 before you even know about it.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? I'm like more like I want you to see me when I'm in the bucket, so you appreciate it when I'm in the bins. He like, no, I'm not coming out till the bins is out. So that's like more how he do his shit, but he got some shit coming. But bro, my favorite people from weed anything is Jokes Up, Exotics. Like they give me what I want when I need it. They know like anything that they put that Jokes Up stamp on, it's right in my alley. It might not be yours. It might not be yours. You know, some people like just OG.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I see that right there, the Jokes Up on anything, I see that Jokes Up. Whenever I see that Jokes Up right there, I know they gonna give me what I want.
It's like a blue check mark on IG.
Not even that, because some people be weirdos with that blue check mark. It's like okay, it's like going to it's kind of like going to Gucci. I don't give a fuck what's in this motherfucker. I like it all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck what you say. Like, I know when I walk in this store, they gonna give me something I like.
Yeah.
If it's Gucci on it, I like it automatically. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, whatever I see, like if I see the double G's, okay, for sure, that's my type of party.
Bougie.
And Dubb, right now you only sticking the flower. You're not doing any carts. You're not doing no wax.
See,
crumble
back
sauce.
again, you asked me that last time, and I told him like I can't do it because I ain't been into it yet. I feel fake.
You never fucked with carts or concentrates?
No. I fucked with
Okay.
them. I fucked with them,
Edibles?
but I wasn't. It wasn't like it wasn't my tea. Like I didn't even really like
Yeah.
Like let's say if we just stick on carts, people would give them. I wouldn't take them serious. I'll just have them.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with cartridges is, like, most of the time they're made with distillate. Distillate's made just with crude. Crude is, like, propane just mixed with weed until they can get, like, the extraction. Then they distill it a few times.
Yeah.
So you get, like, kind of, like, a nasty-ass taste. Then everybody goes in and adds back the terpenes because it has, like, such a bad flavor. So if you were to do cartridges, just do, like, live resin or live rosin because it's literally just putting, like, the wax that you dab from, like, the rig or Puffco
pen.
straight in the pen.
Yeah, that's what my buddy
Like-
does that with the next cannabis. He doesn't put any of the shit in there.
Yeah,
He literally
just use straight,
the
like,
real
live
wax. It's so
resin.
thick in that motherfucker and everything.
Yeah. Do you follow like the Alien Labs? Are you
Yeah.
familiar with them?
Oh,
they
yeah,
just
they're great.
they just came out with like the little disposables too
Yeah.
of the live resin pens.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, but like now that I'm in this, like, okay, I'm gonna start smoking other people's pens, buying other pens just to see, buying it. Then I'm gonna start dealing around with my own. But until I do that, I will never put nothing out with my name on it if I haven't did it or been around doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even like I done hit like what's the shit we was hitting with the
The little
The
dab,
Nas?
the whack.
the Puffco. Which one?
Yeah, the Puffco. What you putting like wax and shit like that? Yeah, like the Puffco. Like I would have to
Yeah.
like low key be on my like binge smoke them motherfuckers before
Before you actually.
Yeah.
before I actually say this
Evaluate
is
it.
mine and it's better than no. I haven't tasted nobody else shit. I don't even know what they
Right.
shit tastes like. I didn't taste everybody flower. Like I'm a flower enthusiast. Like I go to other places. I still buy weed. Jungle Boys, Cookies, Dr. Green Thumb. They all know my name. Before they probably don't even know I got my own
Kush
strand now.
Factory.
They just know me as going there getting weed.
Out of those three, which one would you say is the best?
You should get some from the Kush
That's a
Factory.
hard
Okay,
question.
so look. Which ones did I say? I said Dr.
You said Green
Thumb,
Thumbs, Cookies, and Jungle
Cookies,
Boys,
and Jungle Boys.
which are all competitors.
Okay, so look. This
What
is
about
what
Kush Factory though?
Kush Factory. I fuck with Kush Factory too. But like we talking about these, those my boys. If we gonna say out of those three, I fuck with Kush Factory more. But she said those three. Okay. Man, I don't know if I can answer that. 'Cause those are my boys.
That shit'll get you in
Damn.
trouble. Like, sorry, Ivan. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to ask that.
My bad, brother. Like I was high.
Nah, I fuck with all those shops. That's why I'm like, that's a pretty hard
but like
decision
okay,
to make.
so I'm not gonna answer, but this is what I'm saying. Look, everybody got like different ones got my favorite strands at different times. You know what I mean? So like they all got each other's weed low key, but it's like some of them got my favorite strands at times. Like for a minute, I ain't gonna lie, the peach cobbler and the peach cobbler and the Gary Payton.
Yeah.
I fucked that shit up. Like I love that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But Dr. Green Thumb, that's where I go for my OG. You know, sometimes I'll be on my OG shit. I'm gonna hit their ass for the OG. But they got the cookies at Dr. Green Thumb. You know what I'm saying? So like you can get cookies and Dr. Green Thumb at Dr. Green Thumb. But like
I feel you on that.
Which one was the other one?
Jungle Boys.
Oh, but I ain't gonna lie, Jungle Boys. They got the flavor.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, Jungle Boys is always
Jungle
fire.
Boys got the flavors. It's like Jungle Boys is damn near like Baskin Robbins. You know what I mean?
31.
Like
I love that
Baskin
stuff.
Robbins. You know what I mean? Like damn, like y'all don't got that no more.
Right? It's like once it's gone for a minute. That's the only thing about them. But I fuck with Jungle Boys.
You gotta understand, like some people do Jungle Boys, like, you know, you go there, your ID, you walk in, you gotta buy this, you gotta buy that. You know, most people probably go there, buy like 2 or 3 different aids, smoke that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with Lil Pump. We going there like getting halves and wholes of 5 different 6, 7 strands.
Yeah.
And smoking it all and coming back in 4 days. So I'm inhaling way more of they shit than most people do. You know what I mean? Like
you get like that
we're
VIP
smoking like 3
experience.
5s in backwoods. You know, so like we can't buy 8. That's one blunt.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then even after all the shit you buy, they still gonna give you some shit that they want you to test out. So it's like Jungle Boys really be having some shit. They done game like I'm like, whoa. And then they be crossing shit with shit they already crossed. Like fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing that I love about Jungle
Like,
Boys.
yeah,
Is
they
they're
like
just
mad
nonstop.
scientists.
They're the mad scientists. They're so innovative when it comes to like all their new crosses and new strains and stuff like that.
Yeah, they are.
But I fuck with that. What's your favorite strain that you're smoking on right now besides anything exotic?
Scotty.
Biscotti.
Scotty and Ether.
Really? Who cultivates those ones?
The Biscotti is connected. The Ether is Fire Society or something.
I've never heard of Fire Society.
Yeah.
That's what's up. But
The Ether.
yeah, the ether is
the
pretty
Biscotti,
gas.
The Biscotti is it right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Is that what you just smoked on right now?
No, I was just smoking on some of that. Gelato, the best shit
I
smoking.
know it.
Gelato, I got a little bit of everything. This 12 zips is smoking too.
Got some white gummies here.
White gummies, shout out my boy. I just like to smoke, man. I be liking some flavor.
I know. I see you came through with like a pizza box of weed. You just
About to have a roll off. See which one of these can roll. No, we not rolling joints. We rolling backwoods, brother.
If you can't roll a backwood, what are you doing? It's 2020. Stop smoking joints.
Yeah, come on, boy.
Joints are nasty.
What you gonna do? You wanna? No, I need
with
to.
you.
I need to.
You need that like fat whip. I feel you
Yeah, I
on
need that fucking thumb full of pressure.
So when it comes to like choosing your weed or like whatever strains you want for your brand, what's the most important thing? Like terpene profile, growing method.
Profile, smell. No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't, cause people grow however you want. But I just need. It got to be the smell.
Really?
The smell's what. That's the first thing I go for. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just straight off of the terp.
Straight. That's just tell me. Okay. Let me see what's in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now, then I'm like, all right, motherfucker.
Are you familiar with like terpenes and like what they do in weed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that's just such a big question. Do you have any like favorite terpenes that you fuck with?
Not really.
Your face? Well, you fuck with Gelato, so that one has more like the limonene, the lemon, citrus terps, more for like anxiety, pain. Then the myrcene, which is like the fruity, pungent, like creaminess, and then you get that.
You smart about this shit, huh? All right,
It's called Terp Talk. I need to have at least 30 seconds of talking terp.
we terping it then. Terp me down. You know, so
This-
we terp. So look. So let's go back to the terp.
Yeah, so when it comes to like the myrcene, that's that like kind of like creamy but pungent smell that you get. The one that you said is like kind of your favorite.
Yeah.
That's actually like a rare terpene. It's rarely the most like abundant terpene in a strain. It's normally like the 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like Gelato, that's like the most abundant terpene with limonene. So that's why you get that like couch lock and just.
So I really
super-
like the lemony. That's what really be getting me. Huh?
Yeah, because you like more of those like kind of fruity, like but like pungent like aromas.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, but yeah, I fuck with that gelato. That smells super bomb. Definitely a couch lock effect. There's so much going on. I'm so sorry. Do you have any tips for people trying to get into the industry or kind of getting to where you're at?
Man, you gotta smoke a lot of weed. If you want to get into something, you gotta do it. Like, you feel me? Like, and you don't have to agree with me. This is just my opinion. But you gotta go through it to be good at it. And that's always gonna be my recipe for whatever you wanna do. You know, just be around it, jump into it. Nigga, wake up thinking about it. Just when you move as if you moving for it. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be in the weed, wake up, smoke weed, hang out with weed smokers, work for a weed company. You know what I mean? Like, fucking wear weed clothes. You like, go to weed events. You feel me? Like, when you wake up in the morning, follow people that do weed on Instagram. You know? Like, and fucking apply yourself to it. Apply yourself. Like, just like, if this is what you want to do, you feel me? Like, just go after that shit. And that's with whatever, even if it ain't where I'm trying to be at. Shit, you might trying to be somewhere I've never even thought about being. But use those recipes, you're going to get there. For showski.
And that's for everything besides just weed.
And that's even for terps. You want to get in the terp, you hang around the terp girl, terp it up, smokes, you know.
The terp queen.
The terp queen.
I got a question. When do you start working?
Stop.
Yeah.
When I pass out.
You hear that?
Literally when I pass out. Like, I wake up and I just start getting ready for work, working, doing whatever. And then, like, I don't stop until, like, I get to that point where, like, I'm sitting down and I'm like, oh, shit, it's over.
That's
It's
it.
over. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I still
Also
work a little bit more, but
24/7.
it'll catch me again. I had a blunt in my hand. Everybody be in a different position. You know, it's not, you know,
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay, it's over. It's time to try to get home now.
Time to try to get home.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, it's time to try to get there.
That's awesome. So besides weed, like what else do you venture off in? Do you have anything coming up for 2020? Anything new?
Well, right now, I'm just really just like taking me and my product and my brand and just trying to go to different cities and then turn different cities into distribution locations. So, like, I would like, you know, go to like out of state, like with my clothing line. I got a pop-up plan for Atlanta. The place that I'm doing the pop-up at in Atlanta will carry my brand after the pop-up because it will, you know?
Yeah.
So, like,
So it becomes more like another retail location in a way.
you know? So I can literally, like, do numbers independently, you know? Without having to, like, be at a Macy's or be at a Tilly's, which I don't have no problem with not being, but it's just, like, I kind of want to keep my shit, like, kind of, like, controlled by me. You know, I want everything that goes out to touch my hand. When this box come in, I want to pick this box up and have them break it down and count everything. And then
Yeah.
after they get done counting, I want to pile them in the box and ship them. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like with every article that I put out, I want to do that. And, you know, it might be not making me so big or it might be slowing me down because I'm thinking like that, but I just like that about my shit. Saying that every piece of article that this person or somebody wear around the world, it came from me.
Yeah, and making sure that like you were the one that packed that, and it just gives
Or
you that
like,
peace of mind
like
too.
I touched every piece, like not even if I don't even pack it, like I just touched every piece, like I literally ordered these pieces myself. I didn't like call my assistant and be like, look, I want to order 30 or 5 dozens of these from small. No, I went there, I ordered them, I went and got them out the back, gave them to them. I picked them up in my van. I counted them outside. I took them to my online shipping place. I sold it to him who brought it. You know, every piece came from me. The shit is like,
You think it's gonna get to a point where there's like counterfeit?
there's
Yeah.
already counterfeits.
What?
Shout out to counterfeits. And you know, another reason too, I started doing that because for a minute when I had a third party shipper, I would just tell them what I want, and then they'll print it up. And then, like, I was on tour one time in, like, Denver or something, and the dude put up on me who was a fan, and he had on one of my shirts, and I'm like, that's not my shirt. Where you get that fake ass shirt from?
Oh my God.
You got a fake? Like, no, bro, this is your shirt. I ordered it off your online. I'm like, bro, stop playing with me. You didn't order that shit from me. And he really did. But it was like, I told them, hey, can you print me up some orange shirts to match this hoodie? And they just printed what they want. It didn't even match. So like, I had different shit running around. And I didn't like that. So ever since then, I did everything. Whatever they shipped out, I gave it to them to ship out. I didn't just send them the graphics and have them print it and ship it.
Yeah,
know
like you
what I
want to
mean?
make sure like they're not like messing with your color scheme.
Yeah. So like everything is from me.
That's crazy.
And then I got like this van that I got, and I got it wrapped with like my picture and my logo on it, and it's damn near like a fucking like monument right now because it's just bringing so like I'm selling like fucking like I'll say like probably like 30 pieces a day. And none of my pieces are less than $100.
Just from driving around?
Not driving around, no. Just from the van. I parked the van.
Oh.
And then it's like people just take pictures of it. It's on their Instagram. So then when other people see it, they like I'm not saying all 30 are from people who coming. It'll be like a few of them would just be like, oh, I seen the van, bro. You got some shit. I know you got some shit. My boy has some shit. I seen it on the gram. You got something? And I'm like, yeah, you know. So I'll pull over. I'll pull up to deliver some shit in front of somebody's apartment building. And then people will be looking outside from my music being too long. Oh, that's Dubb. Run downstairs and try to buy some shit.
That's so crazy. Do you do that with your weed too?
And then when they buy a hoodie, what do they ask next?
I know, that's why,
what do they ask next after you buy a hoodie? Hey, man, you got some of that Gelato? You got some of that Gelato?
That famous
Yes,
Gelato.
ski. So it's just like, fuck.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you, like while doing like deliveries or anything like that?
Oh yeah. So look, one time shit was crazy. Like this is when I first was like the first week. I'm doing deliveries, so I pull up to like a kid in like a neighborhood, and like usually I like scope the spot out, and I like pull I don't go to the address. I pull it to the corner to see if they gonna pull up, or if they gonna walk up, or they gonna come out the house. You know.
Yeah.
But I got distracted because I seen one of my homies and I started talking to him. So the kid kind of came out of nowhere. So then, you know, after everything is, I know whatever, boom. So then, I got the weed in my hand. He got the money he got the money in his hand. So I'm like, I like reach for the money. He like, bro, like what you doing? Like give me the weed. I'm like, bro, give me the money. So as soon as I grabbed the money and gave him the weed, he snatched the money and ran. So now I'm, woo, let's go. Running after his ass. I like grab him when he get closer. I grab him, he slip, I slip, boom. He get up, he drop the money, drop the weed, hit the fence, and he hit like one of them old ass wood fence, like boom.
No.
And the shit broke. So when he did that, I'm like, I'm not hitting that bitch because it's gonna collapse with me.
Yeah.
So then I was like, he gone. So then I just see him running on back of fences, getting on. So then I go back to my van and I'm like, okay, pick up the money. I got some of the money. You know, I got like one bag of the weed, you feel me? So then after this, I'm like, I know his ass probably about to get picked up. The car is waiting somewhere. So now I'm circling. You know, we circling the car. We circling the block. Boom, boom, we circling the block. So then I see like two cars driving. So I kind of blocked the two cars. And then I look inside one car. It's like a girl and a boy. I'm like, he ain't breathing all fast or nothing. You know, that don't look like him. So then I go to another car. It's like a little square dude and like a white Honda. So I'm looking in the car. It ain't nobody in the backseat. He by himself. So then I take a picture. Take a picture of the other car. So then I kind of go do a U-turn, go around the block. I see that same white car in the middle of the road with the door open and the little kid is jumping in the whip.
No.
So then I hit it. Ooh. So I hit it towards the van. Ooh, I'm driving. I'm driving. You know, he stopped. I try to smack his shit. He go flying through the light. I barely touch it. He go flying. So then now we driving around the block. I'm chasing him, but I'm in a 2004 Ecoline. My shit is not that fast. You know, he hit Vermont or something and got on and hit a corner. I was lost. It was over for me. But then I had his license plate number.
We got the license plate.
So then with the license plate, you know, I text him back like, look, bro, I got your license plate. Don't make me go there. I'll find your house. Don't make me do this. I don't want to. He like, bro, he like, bro, I dropped the money in the weed running from you. I'm like, stop playing with me, bring me my bread. He like, bro, you think if I had some money, I'll be trying to snatch a half ounce and run? Like, I'll buy the shit. I'm like, man, I'm still mad though. And then I start thinking more and more. He like, bro, I'm kind of like you. Like, I know you used to do shit like this. Like, come on, bro.
Like that. Like that.
He like, bruh. And I'm like, I thought about it, like, damn, I did used to do shit like this. So.
That's foul. Why'd you gotta fucking...
I'm like, he low-key got me with that one. But then after that, I just thought about, like, I got half an ounce. He probably did drop the money because I picked up some money. You know, I just chunked it up. But, you know, you just got to be careful out there right now.
Did you get all the weed back?
I got, like, one of the bags. I don't know. He said he dropped both of them, and he probably did because bro was running for dear life. You see my big black ass chasing you. You better hope because I'm... And if I would have just grabbed that fence, it would have broke on my black ass. Like the whole wood would have just popped.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's so crazy.
Yeah, that shit was crazy as hell.
So after that happened, have you been a little more careful with your delivery?
Yeah, very, 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 very careful.
Do you have a team that you work with, or is it?
Yeah. It's like I got like a 4-man team. You know, everybody rolls with somebody now when it's deliveries. And then besides that, the other 2 stay behind with me, you know.
Yeah.
Trapping out the van.
Yeah, they broke into it too.
Oh, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so dangerous right now. I was picking up some merch for my clothing line, parked my van on like a busy main street, you know, but since it's Corona, nobody's out. They broke into my van.
Where, like in the middle of LA?
Yeah, like Main Street, like right downtown, like not even in the poor part, nothing like on the, like, had my van parked and one of my manufacturers open for me because I needed some more stuff. And we were literally in there for like 30, 40 minutes, but since it's nobody, you know, they probably thought the van was just parked there on the street, you know, just left there to be parked. So they broke the back window, opened up the back, took some clothes, and then they broke into the front and grabbed some of my tree. And it was just like, fuck, broke 2 windows, you know. But I was smart way back. After that, I got like bulletproof windows on the side and the front, and then in the back, I got like bars and shit. So
no one can get in that shit now.
Nobody can. I barely can get in that motherfucker.
And he has the keys.
That's crazy. So, is there anything else that you wanted to touch base on with any of your brands or anything like that?
What's the next move?
Right now, man, I'm just working on more collabs, you know. Want to make sure everybody follow me at DestoDubb Instagram. And pretty much just stay tuned, man. I'm about to take this shit all the way to like levels it's never been taken before. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to go crazy, like dumb crazy. Like I want to use like everything that I do to like wrap around each other as far as like music, like drop a mixtape, drop a strand called the mixtape, drop a hoodie for the mixtape.
Damn.
And then have a show, because if you got any one of those things, you get to a free show. You know, I'm on shit like that. So
yeah,
marketing genius.
I know. I'm like, you just like have the marketing.
Like, you know, like if you fucking with the weed and you fucking with the hoodie, you might not fuck with the music, but like it's like you might as well get the 3 whole things. Or if you fuck with the music and the hoodie, you gotta fuck with the weed. Or if you fuck with the weed and the music, you might as well get a hoodie. You know what I mean?
So like when it comes to your marketing, I'm assuming like what you just do it more in like package deals and incentivize people, and that's what gets them to wanna
buy a lot of them. Well, I really honestly I just use the clothes to put everything else. Like literally, like if I like want a show and on the show I say you get a free hoodie, the show will sell out.
Really?
Honestly.
Do you give them free hoodies?
Shit, I haven't did this. I never like you know I just started
no more free hoodies.
Honestly, because I spent a lot of my time on tour. And like a lot of my time on tour, but like within like the last 8 months or something, I haven't been on tour, so I've been able to like really just market myself. So like when you hanging out with like high end celebrities, like their life is so fast paced and so much that you really don't have time. You're really just trying to keep up.
Yeah,
you know?
And you're like more involved with them instead of like focusing on yourself.
You know what I mean? So like once I kind of like just started focusing on myself, I just started doing way more stuff. Like I'm a real thinker, so I'll think about thinking. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking about what will happen, how it happen before it even happens. So I already be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like so that's like I've been doing that. Like, okay, if I drop this shirt, no, but then if I drop the shirt, I should drop the hoodie. But if I drop the hoodie too, I'm gonna need some shorts. Okay, cool, but is it hot? No, we're gonna have to do sweats. You know? And then I'm like, okay, how am I gonna market? Like, I'll really think the whole thing through before I even do it. You know what I mean? So, but you don't have time to do that when you always like, okay, today we in this city, tomorrow we in that city, tomorrow we in. It's good because you letting people, like, people are fucking with you as a brand because you carrying your brand everywhere, but you're not initiating a lot of stuff because you always so busy with somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But but it's fire though. Like, what? I toured Europe like fucking like 4 times in 1 year.
That's crazy.
But not touring Europe, I'm able to build my brand and work on my stuff more, you know?
Yeah, and then you can bring your brand to Europe.
Then you can bring it to Europe.
And then focus on yourself.
It's just, but then like you want to experience life, you know, so a lot of things you don't turn down.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to just like really just focus on your shit and then you'll get there, you know?
Then you get to go have fun.
Yeah, then you get to go have fun, but you got to work first, then have fun. I'll have fun first. I had a lot of fun, now I'm working.
That's such a mood. Like,
I had all the fun, now it's time to work.
what was your favorite place that you went to in Europe, like with the best weed?
Amsterdam.
Really? How is their weed? I
don't know, like I went to Amsterdam out there and then I like everywhere we went, we was like going to like the fire spots, you know, like the coffee houses. This was one place called like Tree House or something.
Yeah.
My boy like go there or whatever. We went there, like he brought us out like some Gelato and some shit we smoked.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got treated like royalty out
for
there
sure,
instead of getting like the snickle frizz.
Yeah, instead of getting like the bullshit that they give you, like we was
that
getting
has like no terps. Like I heard that their weed has like no terp profile to it.
Not at all. Not at all. Shit just dry as fuck. But
Ew.
like when we was out there, they thought us the shit. And then what else? Yeah, it was really Amsterdam. Like they was giving us Jungle Boys. We had Jungle Boys in Paris too. Like you just gotta pay like it's like 800 an ounce.
Damn, 800.
Shut up. And you don't even know if it's like real Jungle Boys.
No, you don't. But it's in that bag, so you like I don't know.
But you can go buy those bags in the alleys.
Yeah, you can. But yeah, Amsterdam was the best place as far as weed. Hell yeah. Like we was going to the back of the back.
Really? Did you get to like experience any of like the edible bars there? Do you fuck with edibles?
No, them bitches getting me too fucked up.
What? You just don't know how to dose yourself.
That's what it is. Like I'm gonna overdo it. Like I remember one time I took an edible.
Brownie.
I don't think I was in Amsterdam. I was somewhere else. Man, I started throwing up in some more shit.
No.
I don't know why. Like I just like it was like, you know, somebody was like getting me like, yeah, bro, you want some here? And I'm eating the shit and I'm fucking this shit up. Then I went out to eat and I'm like. And I forget that I took the edible because you know it's just like chocolate or something.
It's like an
So
hour
I'm like,
later.
what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, why am I tripping right now? Like, I feel like I'm about to throw up. I'm dozing off and I just,
Oh my gosh. All off the edibles, so now you're traumatized.
traumatized.
I gotta make you some terpy edibles.
Yeah, I low-key I want to make some edibles because I be having a lot of shake.
Really?
Like a lot of good shake.
We
Like
should
just
make
like,
some edibles.
yeah, that should be fun. Like I'll be having like some fire ass shake. Like just picture shake from like one of these pounds.
Oof.
Make some pre-rolls.
That would be. Who wants a shake pre-roll? You want exactly.
That's what people tell me. Like you can roll out of these. Like nah, bro, niggas gonna be eating weed.
No,
like,
if you know, you know. You know, like I come from like the Prop 215 era of cannabis, to where like we would literally roll up. I wouldn't even say it was like shake. It was just like fucking stems and trimmings for like those free joints when you go to the shop.
Yeah, the girls that just be.
Yeah, and it's like I'm traumatized. I won't smoke a free joint even if it's like packaged and has all the COAs and shit. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, you don't know what goes into that shit.
No, you
That's all bad. But do you have a 3 minutes? Okay, sorry. Okay, guys. Do you want to say anything before we wrap up? We have another like 3 minutes
No
left.
shout out.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate my boy Juan. Thank you for having me. We in this bitch. Fuck with your boy. Shout out Runs Gang. Let's go.
Do you want to say anything, Ski, before we sign out?
You already know, been wearing my boys Sweater since day one.
You
Since
see
I
him.
started here.
You see him.
Off lower.
He's been shouting you
SkiMoscato.
out since day one. He says DestoDubb every time before we sign off.
Yes, sir, ski.
Awesome, guys.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Bert. Take some pictures.
Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Terp Talk with DestoDubb. Again, this episode was brought to you by Persepolis Brand. You can find them in your SoCal dispensaries. Follow us at Terp Talk CA. We got some bomb-ass content cooking up for you guys. So just make sure to follow us, and we'll see you soon.